Hey, 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 this is your recap auntie. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel, baby. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Hello. How you doing? Really, girl? Really, man? Man, it was a long ass week, wasn't it? But we made it, didn't we? Thank God we made it. And we here. It's Friday the 13th. I don't believe in that shit. It's been a good day for me because I'm still breathing. You know what I'm saying? Happy Friday. We are here, baby, to do a full recap of episode number 31, season 2 of Beyond the Gates, baby. We are here. We're here to have fun, and it's audio only. So hopefully y'all are well. Thank y'all again for y'all wonderful words on the last video. I haven't had a chance to react yet, as far as respond, but I will. I definitely will. But I just want to do a quick, rascal roll call. If y'all don't mind, it's gonna be real quick. We're not gonna read a lot of your comments, just your name, a little bit. We got Miss Robert June 26. She said, "Love that scene with Tomas and Caroline." Me too. It gave me a little chemistry with them. We got She says Cynthia Juckers 2250. She says, "Baby, when I tell you Randy was telling Haley the truth about Lynette, because Lynette is all about Lynette, honey." Cynthia also says Tomas Spidey senses is pinging up. And she also says Joey expression when he saw Leslie coming. What did a mess sent? Sid also says Carlton did everything except stop it little feet like a little kid. She also says that Carlton's facial expression was like, when you pass. Girl, I ain't gonna read that, girl. Oh Lord, we got Mr. Michael Parms. Hey, Mr. Parms, he says, "Shaw, have you noticed that Ted was the only one who calls Leslie by her first name Dana? That's because that's what she told him to call her when they first met, I think." Woo, okay, Sin says mine was the traditional way as far as, when you had your first little boyfriend, girlfriend, yes or no. She said, yeah, they would do the little two boxes. We got Kelly underscore S. She says, he asked, "Will you be my girlfriend? Yes or no, honey?" Okay, I mean, girl. We got Peace Andrews. He says, the way he showed his whole unprofessional ass, Carlton, honey, lost all his pretty boy pleasure and power and everything. I know, right? Got on my nerve. Peace Angel also says Vanassi advising Nikki Nicole on how to work her hotel. Girl, mm-mm-mm. We got Blake. Blake says, "Thanks, Auntie, for the shout out. That means a lot." You're welcome, my love. He also says, "I thought it was just me, Auntie, but yes, I noticed Miss Tooney almost tripped over Tyrell's shoes." Thank you, Blake. No, I had to rewind that shit just to make sure. We got Janice. That's why. Hey, Janice. She says, "I'm so glad that Carlton got his feelings hurt by Nick, darling Nikki, honey." That's a perfect name. Thank you, Prince. R.I.P. We got Miss Welder. Miss Welder 69. She says, "I gotta no asking. Do you want to be my girlfriend? Yes or no?" And that was it, honey. I wish it was that simple for me. It was like, can I have a chance? We got Miss Bugs. Hey, Miss Bugs. She says, "Good Friday morning, Auntie and the Rascals." Nicole needs to get a room, don't she, honey? She just be wanting to just spread it wide right there in the middle of the uptown. We got TT. Hey, TT 6857. She says, "Come through, Auntie, with it." Even though I'm on the last video still. Yeah, honey. While I was recapping, I saw your name pop up. So I said, let me go and squeeze TT up in here. We got Miss Teach Jazz 217. She said the episode is dedicated to the big angry man. Right, Miss Teach Jazz. She says at one time I kind of wanted Shanice to hook up with Carlton. I did too at one time. I did. We got our resident gentleman, James. He says the Bob catching strays just cause Carlton's jealous ass. Right. I was mad at that mother. Jays also says, Rascals, this is the first episode in the month of Sundays that Haley isn't wearing something squeezing her like an anaconda. Right. We got TG Shy Girl. Hey, TG Shy Girl. She says, these guys used to say, can I stand a chance? Okay, cool. Okay, I know I had. Can I have a chance? Okay, thank you. James says the Beyond the Gates writers is its inconsistencies. Vanasti says that she and Doug had an arrangement. Right, exactly. She just aligned. James also says the goddess and Vanassi looked like two little puppies when Nicole was putting that huge fruit in her mouth. Right, because I wanted to make sure y'all caught it. That's why I put that damn picture in my recap. Teach Jazz says, my first little boyfriend wrote, "Will you go with me?" Oh, I responded, "Where?" Teach Jazz, girl. Ooh, we got Miss Pearly Cole. Hey, Miss Pearly, she says Carlton and Nicole perched on the pedestal for decades while she was with Ted. He did. He looked at them. He was looking down with jealousy, honey. Now he had a chance, honey, please. We got WDW Explore and Chill. Hey, WDW Explore and Chill. Will you go with me? That's what we always would ask when I was a kid, and I always thought it was an odd way to ask to be a boyfriend or girlfriend. Ain't that something? They didn't never tell us to teach us how to ask somebody to be our boyfriend or girlfriend. James says everybody who's anybody knows that Bill wants Danny, Danny wants Bill, of course. Blah, blah, blah. James also says, I didn't ask. When I was in the first grade, I liked this particular classmate. I didn't ask a doggone thing. Why you ain't ask James? James, you ain't no shy. Was you too shy? Oh, I'm sorry. We got the Sandra May 25. Hey, the Sandra May. She says, I think Nicole was going to develop an X addiction. That's a good thought. I never thought about that. She might. She just might. We got Elizabeth Lassiter, 4756. She says, Auntie, that's right. Jennifer motherfucking Lewis, baby, that played the professor on Different Worlds. She said, you're on my list. Thank you. I don't know. When I cut this damn microphone on, girl, I can't remember shit. But yep, you are absolutely right. Got Michael Parnes. He also says, I believe Doug is alive somewhere with a new face. I hope so, Mr. Parnes. I really do. Pearly Cole, she says, there's going to come a time when Nicole is going to want Ted, but he's going to be way into Shanice too heavily. I agree. And we also have Mr. Parms. He also says the impaler could be Grayson, Bill's new doctor. Possibly Dr. I think it's Rodriguez or something. The mean told Haley, like, we ain't here to point the finger, we here to get some answers. So yeah, and Carlton, and last but not least, Kyle. You think Carlton is the impaler? Child, if he's the fucking impaler, because he did catch an attitude. Ooh. Y'all, if Carlton is the impaler, has him and Jacob ever met? Y'all, I didn't think about that. I tell you that Michael Palms be bringing in all the tea. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick roll call and tap each of y'all for your words and your laughter and your time. That means a lot. That's the what the Rascals roll call. I want y'all to know I'm listening, and I don't ask y'all for nothing. Y'all know I don't. Just you give me your time, and I appreciate it. But this time I'm going to ask y'all, share Auntie. My goal is to get to 1,500 subscribers by my birthday. When's your birthday, Auntie? May the 3rd. That's my birthday. I will be 55 on May the 3rd. Now I'm at 1,471 subscribers. Do y'all really think that I can get 30 subscribers between now and May 3rd? Do y'all really think so? If you do, then share my fucking end video. Share me, y'all. Hype me up. I think you can do a hype. If you do a comment down there and then you swipe it, it's somewhere down there. I think YouTube be changing all the damn time, so I don't know. But it's somewhere you can hype me up so I can my face and my page and my little cartoon little thing can get around all the peoples so I can grow. I would love to get to 1,500 subscribers. Hell, more than that. But the minimum is 1,500 on my birthday. I'm not asking for much because in about a week I probably will do it on the 22nd. Go live and bring y'all on camera. So please don't make me cry, y'all. Y'all gonna make me cry. But that's all. I just want to take the first few minutes and do the church announcements, do the roll call, see who's here. And again, if you mention anything on the next video, I'm gonna call your name. I'm gonna do a quick read of your comments. So don't be writing no books and shit now, because I ain't reading your whole damn thing. All right. But I just wanted to do that. I mean, because I like to make this a home. I want this to be special. I want this to be different. And again, your words do matter over here. All right. All right. Let's get this party started and get this recap going in 5, 4, 8, 3, 2, 1. All right, we open up at the hotel, and it's Bill taking off his coat, looking at Haley, because Lynette popped up, honey. He was like, "Well, I mean, this is unexpected." And it was so considerate of Lynette. She called to see how I was doing. And I invited her here because I could tell from her voice that she needed to talk to someone. Lynette was like, "Honey, yes, I was a total wreck." Bill looking like, "I don't trust your ass because you was there. My wife wouldn't have got her ass kicked if you were there delivering paper." "Baby, listen, I'm so lucky to have you by my side." Haley looks up at him with her crick in her neck. That line had me on the floor when she says, "What I'm tired of is fucking looking up at his ass and then getting a crick in my neck." And you always supported me in my time of need, baby. But poor Lynette has no one. And so Lynette was like, "Yeah." I mean, I called to comfort Haley, and she ended up comforting me. Y'all better act, honey. Let's give them both some Oscars. Maya Wiener. Them hot dogs. Ooh, Bill was like, fuck you, Lynette. No offense. Why the fuck are you so upset? Haley was a damn victim. Hey, baby. Baby, don't be that way, okay? The mugging was just as traumatic for Lynette as it was for me, Haley said. You know, Bill would be pissed like a mother sucker if he knew that Lynette was the one who punched Haley the fuck out. He would be mad. So Lynette stands there and it goes back into her echoey memory. All this echoes. So Bill, like, fuck Lynette, sweetheart, you were the one who was actually robbed and injured, not her ass. I would never compare what happened to me with how much Haley suffered, Lynette said. I mean, I wish that I could have done something more to help. I mean, looking at Haley's poor little face, I can't do anything but blame myself, Bill. Bill was like, yeah, yeah, bitch. If your ass hadn't been there to see what was going on and got the attacker to run off, God knows what else would have happened. Well, yeah, that's nothing that you could have done to stop that violent criminal from attacking me. He would have just hurt you too, girl. And we both would have been terribly injured. And Bill was like, right, right, right. And if you hadn't got Haley to the hospital right away, she might have been in worse, more condition. Whatever. Lynette was like, yeah, and I'm sure Haley would have done the exact same thing for me. You know, as women, we have to take care of each other. And Haley winked her old good eye at her, not the bad one, but the good one. And we see Danny. She looks gorgeous. Where are you, Danny? That's a pretty picture. I mean, I'm gonna go back through it, but she looks gorgeous. So she is in her house. She was going downstairs, and she had a coat on and everything. So Pammy is there in her living room, like, "What the fuck are you going all bundled down like that?" Danny says, "I'll be right back." No, no, not when Tatum and the fashion press are arriving any minute now for the live stream, announcing your triumphant return to modeling and your new role for the face of Tatum's fashion line. Plus, convincing a reporter from Eye on Fashion to cover what I only hinted at was a new direction for you and our agency was a real cool. Danny talking about she got no doubt, but she has to do something first. What do you have to do, Danny? Why you can't keep your ass right there? No, no, no. Whatever it is, it could wait. No, it can't. Because if I don't take care of this, I will have to call the announcement, the live stream, the modeling, all of it off. What are you talking about, Danny? Who do you have to see right now, this second, that you could have seen like an hour ago or the day before? Girl, then we get the bop, bop, bop. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. I am so pleased that you could come and help me with Samantha's cotillion prep. We're at the palace, and I love that cow neck um top. Is it a dress that Anita has on? And she's talking to Kat. We ain't seen Kat all week, so it's good to see her. Well, now that Chelsea is not running off to Denmark and throwing our business into chaos, phew, I can breathe again. Cat is such a cutie pie. I like her little sailor cat. It's so cute. She looks like she's from the 60s. She got a little, like a mock turtleneck ish. She's such a cutie pie. So she talks about how much the cotillion back then was such a fun time for her. She says, I am happy to have a chance to experience it all again without the stress of trying to find an appropriate escort or competing to be the platinum debutante. Well, I'm just glad that I have backup. As much as I wish and hope otherwise, but there will be days when I may not be up to the task. Kat tells her, honey, whatever you need, I'm happy to do it, whether it's for the cotillion or anything else she needs. She says, shoot, I'll even step in and perform with the articulates if necessary. No, girl. It's only one Anita, baby. Vernon comes in and says, now that I would like to see. Would we all? Vernon tells Kat, I've been trying to get your grandmother to take it easy. In fact, if she let me, I would take a few items off of her plate altogether. Oh, honey, I'm fine, and I will rest when I'm. Come on now. This is the second faux pas you've done. Stop it, Anita. Come on. She says, when I'm tired. So we're at the Bird Cafe. We see Dre there, and so he sees his uncle there. Hey, how's it going, Uncle Ted? Ted was so locked into his damn phone, he didn't even see his nephew sitting there. Hey, what's going on, nephew? I'm doing right well, Ted tells him. In fact, I think you would be real proud of your uncle right now. So Andre was like, what the fuck happened? Well, I resisted the urge to be judgmental about the changes Nicole is making. You were judgmental. You didn't resist no damn urge. You were. Andre was like, all right, that's cool. So is she having her house renovated? So he was like, more like life, Ted says. My ex wife has decided to cast aside the classic professional wardrobe for a sexier look. Yeah. Andre was like, so, all right. So since when did you become the fashion police? He says, well, actually, clothing choices ain't the only damn thing that's changed. Apparently, she's so happy at being damn single that instead of her, dating Carlton exclusively, she is dating both him and Kyle, the guy that she brought to Winterfest. You remember him? Wow, Andre says it sounds like to him that the Dupree sisters have swapped roles, with Danny embracing commitment, but Nicole, she's avoiding that shit. He says, well, I'm gonna tell you what I did, nephew. I said all the fucking right things and said that I respect her right to live her life by her own terms. Andre was like, I hope you didn't put it that way. Hmm? Did you? Hmm? He was like, look, man, look, it's tough and it's a big adjustment seeing the new and improved Nicole on a regular damn basis. Andre was like, well, why the fuck would you be worried about what your ex is doing when you should be giving all your energy to that new fine nurse you're with right now? I mean, so we were back at Nicole's office. And so she turns around and guess what's sitting behind her? Febreze. It's pretty too. It's a pink bottle, a pink can. I'm still working on my Febrezes that I bought last year. That damn girl was spraying it so damn much. But see, that's the old Nicole. She don't be spraying like she used to, but it's pretty. So we hear her knock on the door, honey, and it's Carlton. You better not be bringing that fucking negative fucking energy in that office. You hear me, Carlton? Or she gonna spray your ass out of there. I don't like you no more. I don't. I don't like your ass no more. She turns around and says, oh, Carlton. Hope I'm not interrupting. I just saw another person who peeked their head in making a comment while I'm recapping his PLPL, I think. Thank you so much for saying something, baby. You in the middle of the video. If I see somebody say something that I'm not familiar with their person, I will mention their name while I'm in the midst of recapping. So I just saw PLPL say something. So thank you. I appreciate you, honey. So let's see what he got to say. Of course not. Come in, she says. Oh, he nice now. He all nice. I hope I'm not interrupting. Oh, whatever. So, how is your day going? He says. She says busy, but I like it that way. Good, because I'm about to make it a lot busier, he says. She says, do tell. I had a lipo consult with the patient, but I'm concerned that she might be, a little bit inundated with her self with this body dysmorphia. Do you think you can find some time to meet with her today? Of course, I'd be happy to. Um, I'm glad everything is okay between us. It's not. It's not, Nicole. Look them use them green eyes of yours, honey, and see. It ain't okay. Well, I wasn't sure after our run in at Uptown. Well, seeing you at Uptown with Kyle was a surprise, he says, but I'm not afraid of a little competition. You talk a lot of shit in front of her, but you mean as hell behind her back. Man, if he's the impaler, I should have known that he was going to be mean because he's got on that damn diabolical black. Oh, I said that a lot last season, but whenever somebody wears diabolical black, they full of shit. It would be something else if that motherfucker is the impaler. But but he does. He's plastic surgery. It's somebody at that hospital. It's that new doctor and Grayson, or maybe he got something in it. I don't know. Cause he's all like Carlton is always disappearing. You know what I'm saying? He just leave. So Nicole play. Like they said, when the mouse away, I mean the cat's away, the mouse will play. So she be having a good time. Then he come back, want to surprise somebody. No, nigga, you the one get surprised. That's the new doctor. I remember them mentioning her. I put her profile up on my wall. So she finally is here. She knocks it on the thing. Hey Nicole, will Friday work for the next meeting of the resident selection committee? Ooh, Carlton with his nasty ass. Wait a minute. So you're willing to accommodate Nicole's schedule while giving zero consideration to my needs? Because I think that's Leah. She's the head, the department head or something like that. I think that's her name. I think we'll keep watching. You see how he act all nice with Nicole, but when somebody else come in there and just fuck up his plans, then he just show his little attitude, that damn left eye. I don't like him. So Nicole was like, Carlton, what's wrong with you? So she goes and shuts the door. She says, "Look, I can only assume this is about the OR assignment." This is what she said. The other lady, we'll find out who she is. I think her name is Leah, because I remember Vernon was speaking to her over the phone to try to, move some stuff around so that Anita could get her test. Remember that? But we never saw her. So they finally, had given us her update. I'm like, damn, that was quick. Because they said February she would be showing up. So, hey, welcome to the BTG fam. You better be good or we going to light your ass up. He was like, well, the reassignment. She says, honey, I've been informed that you made your displeasure known. He says, well, if you had answered my damn call. She says, I was meeting with a patient's family. As chief of staff, he cuts her off. He says, Leah, that's her name, Leah. I thought it was Leah. Leah, you really need a better scheduling system, he tells her. I mean, he's just really just putting his whole foot in. I booked OR3, not only because it is perfectly suited to that particular procedure, but the nurse that is assigned to that damn room is second to none. Unfortunately, Leah says, it happens to be the only operating room that is big enough to accommodate the staff and the equipment for a kidney transplant. Well, it sounds like you've been booked for an emergency surgery, Carlton, which happens all the time. It is a question of surgical priority, Leah drags his ass and tells him. So, well, wait a minute. So, plastic and reconstructive surgeries have no priority here, huh? Although they are just as important as every other surgery that's performed. Not to mention the amount of revenue that our practice generates for this hospital. Nicole, honey, can you please talk him down? Go ahead, Leah. I think I like Leah. Yeah. Me? You seem to have a great deal of influence on Carlton these days. Damn! The chief of staff knows that you and him is fucking girl. That's what I told your ass. Don't be, didn't I tell y'all, don't be fucking around with your neighbor or your coworker or the boss is gonna know. So now I'm sure Nicole is gonna definitely step the fuck back from Carlton. He ain't gonna like that at all. He gonna really spaz the fuck out. I hope that she is not implying, because Leah left and Carlton was like, yes, she was. I mean, it's no secret that we've been dating, Nicole. I don't like the implication that our chief of staff is monitoring my personal life. Well, you brought your personal life there at the hospital, girl, flirting with Carlton right in the fucking library at the nurse's station. And Kyle. Now you getting mad at her for thinking the way she thinks? Get the. Well, then you better make sure that you keep your Valentine's Day plans secret, whatever they may be, he said. I am leaving my options open, she says. As well you should, he says. You? Well, I am also keeping my options open as well. So if I don't see you between now and then, happy Valentine's Day. Oh my. All right, sis. Sis got a little cameo walking off, on the phone. She's an actress. Go ahead, girl. She probably like, yo, bitch, I'm gonna be on season 231. I'm telling you, I ain't telling nobody. I'm just gonna tell my boo and I'm gonna tell my family. But y'all, I'm gonna be on the show. Now I ain't gonna do that to y'all. Y'all, if I ever get on there, cause y'all, that's still my goal is to be down there and get on there. They just want Atlanta residents. If I can get me an Atlanta address, I think I can work that shit out. I ain't got to live there, but I can, if I had an address, quote unquote, then I could work it out. But yeah, they are really adamant on using local talent, so it's okay. What did Ted say? I was paying attention to old sis with her eyelashes and her being on the phone, honey. What did he say? All right, I got sis on camera, so yeah, y'all will see her on the screen at some point during this video. So he tells Ted, we're back at the Bird Cafe. So Ted tells Andre, I'm not concerned about Nicole because I want her back. I'm just concerned because she's the mother of my children. And y'all remember that Sir said that yesterday that he's going to always be concerned about the mother of his children, because he wants to make sure that she's safe and stuff. But I don't want her back. I can promise you that he doesn't want her back. But yeah, if you got a good heart, yeah, you're going to be concerned about, your ex and the mother of your children. So I get that. So Andre was like, well, then why the fuck are you so triggered when she's making some changes to her looks, man, and having some fun? I mean, she just like any other person who's newly single. She just trying to mingle. I mean, didn't she just ever cut loose when you guys were married? He was like, oh yeah, hell yeah, she did often. He said, when we first got married, baby, when we first got together and we was in Maui, Nicole was like electric, baby. So yeah, she knows how to have some fun. We only when she got married, she calmed the fuck down, but she know how to have a little fun, baby. He says, but I mean, I do attribute it to the island atmosphere, the island, yeah. And he says, but she had that same free spirit. When we got back to the mainland, she was still trying to do it, and do it. Well, ain't doing it. She was all on it, and so Andre was like, damn, it sounds like the sisters had a lot more in common than I thought. So he was like, what changed? Because I wanted to know that too. So Ted was like, well, I mean, not one thing changed. I mean, our careers became all consuming. Nicole got involved in charity work, having a toddler, fertility issues kind of killed the romance for a while. And ultimately, Andre says that all of that wound up killing the marriage too. He says, but you didn't know that then, right? Ted was like, well, I mean, after we had Kat, that's our little miracle, baby. Things did get better, but we weren't the same people. Now they need to show a old Nicole and Ted when they was young. They've been doing that with the young Danny and Bill, but they need to do that with them. He was like, I thought her ass had changed, but seeing her ass like this, maybe I'm the one that changed because I stopped being able I stopped being able to bring that side, that freaky side out of her. You know what I'm saying? You saved it off of Leslie. That's why that's why Leslie can't get over his ass. Oh, Teddy, Weddy, you remember we was? I mean, yeah, I can see him doing all of that with Nicole, but I can see him getting more nasty when it came to damn Leslie. So Andre tells him that he's acting just like Bill, and Ted was like, "Now, damn it, I ain't that bad." Andre was like, "It's the same playbook. Oh, you have an incredible woman, but you can't help to be out there looking to see what else is out there for you." He said, "You did that shit with Leslie. Didn't I just say that?" He says, "And now that your ass is with Shanice, and now you looking back at Nicole, Andre trying to be all fucking deep and shit. You ain't that deep, bro, with your those leather pants. They cute though. They got little stripes. They cute. They cute. They gonna put some patterns on Andre, baby." So Ted was like, "Oh, really? Okay, so I should stop, huh? Oh yeah, you should." Andre says, "Yeah. Look, Uncle Ted. Nicole was who she needed and wanted to be when you guys were together. And now she's just trying something different. You should do the damn same thing. Stop living back there, man. And you need to focus on who and what you want right now." I'm so sorry. I just have nightmares every time I think about that mugging. Girl, Lynette, you better act, girl. Girl, we are back at the hotel, and this is Lynette with her all black on. She got the diabolical black in them first sleeves. She cute, and she putting it on, baby. Thick. And then I just bolted away. "Oh, you poor thing," Haley says. "Bill, we have to do something to help her." Bill said, "Yeah, of course. Lynette, I'd be happy to pay for a therapist for your ass to help you through this trauma. Therapy, nigga," she says. Lynette was like, "But that would just take so long." He said, "Well, it doesn't have to be. I already called Nicole about getting counseling for you, baby." He is so controlling. I'm sure Haley doesn't like. She wanted him to be concerned, but not be controlling, and he's definitely doing that shit. He's like, and she looking like, "What the fuck? I don't need no counseling." So he tells Lynette, and we should be able to find somebody else as quickly for you, girl. "Bill, there's no way in hell that I'm gonna be sharing my deepest feelings and emotions with your ex sister. Your ex's sister." Because as soon as he walked away, Lynette was like, "Bitch, you need to do something." She did it. She said it with her eyes. "Bitch, you better think of something quick." "Bill, I am not going to be sharing my deepest thoughts and feelings with your ex's sister." "Of course not, babe. I know that. Nicole wouldn't counsel someone that she already knows anyway. I asked her for a referral." "Oh, okay. Well, but wow, that was very, very thoughtful, baby. But what I think would help me the most is knowing that Lynette feels super safe. We should give her a room here at the hotel." "Oh my God, that would be so kind." Chocolate Sisters is full of trash. He was like, "How the fuck would a change of location help Lynette? I mean, will a different damn bed get rid of her nightmares?" That's what she said earlier. "Don't forget, babe, The mugger saw her ass too. He might think she can identify him. Ah, yeah. I mean, that's terrifying to know that that monster is still out there looking for me. Yes, I'm being extra. I mean, yeah. I mean, isn't your more motel girl in a really like hood, ghetto, sketchy neighborhood? I just added that. She said sketchy. It is. And while Bill, I know that you've already done so much for me. I hate to ask, but I will feel so much better knowing that I was in a more secure place. And I feel better knowing that the person who saved me was safe. Girl, y'all gonna split Oscar down the middle because y'all both are putting on a hell of a role. Bill says, "All right, I'll go talk down to the front desk," and they just look at each other. Haley looking at her like, "See, bitch, I told you," and Lynette's looking at her, "Oh shit." Samantha has scheduled her second fitting, hasn't she? We're back at the palace, and that is Kat and Anita talking about this cotillion. It better be beautiful, cause y'all did all that building up for that damn Winterfest, and all we saw was Kiki. What's her name? I almost said Kiki Shepherd. Kiki Wyatt. I mean, she was amazing. Now the lady can sing her ass off, but y'all be doing all this build up. The only thing that y'all did a huge build up for was that wedding and the Articulates reunion. That was cool. Y'all bet this damn cotillion better be on it. Y'all got the budget now, please. All right. So Kat tells her that yeah, but Tyrell hasn't even found a tux yet. So, but I mean, he was so excited about getting a new, more grown-up tuxedo. Well, apparently, whenever Smitty and Martin wants to take his ass shopping, he pops up with this chess match or practice or something like that, which means he don't want to go. Now wait till Jessica changes her mind, and all of a sudden he gonna be ready to go. Shit, Anita was like, "Girl," like, mm-hmm. Kat was like, "Don't worry, Grandma, I'm on it. All right, just let me know if I need to talk to someone." So Kat continues to say, "Okay, Grandma, I will." But you know what? It's kind of funny how half of the Dupree women did continue to a hilt, and the other half just skipped that shit altogether. Grand, do you ever regret not being a debutante? Shit, Anita was like, "Honey, I ain't never heard of no damn cotillion growing up in Chicago. And back then, child, I was so focused on singing, I wouldn't have ever seen the point of etiquette class and ballroom dance lessons and all that other bull. But now I am aware of the professional and the social doors the cotillion opens for young women. Ah, and here another woman of the non-cotillion women have arrived. Some might say a founding member. That is Danny. I guess that's where she needed to rush off to her mother's house. And she's over there, and her father let her in. So he's right behind her. Hey, Vern. That bag she carrying, honey, it's fringes. Girl, Danny says she has something to ask us. Oh my God, that bag. I bet you that thing costs $1 million. I like gaudy shit like that. Gaudy, honey, gaudy. So Kat was like, should I leave and give you guys some privacy? Oh no, honey. No, stay, please. In fact, I would love your input. Should we all be seated for this, love? Anita want to make sure, honey, because Anita's already sitting down, as well as Kat, but Vernon still standing. So I know she's like, look, what is you finna tell us, honey? Well, I do hope that what I'm about to say won't upset you. This is what Danny tells them. I'm afraid what she might just say. Hey, thanks for the heads up about Carlton's OR assignment concern. So, Leah, this is at the hospital, and Leah is talking to Shanice, and that's who she's. I just noticed that this is a new set. I mean, of course, they used it when Ted was talking to Carlton. It's a whole new set. So, okay, I'll see you. So, she's talking to Shanice, and Leah was like, "Thank you, girl." And so Shanice was like, "Honey, I'm just doing my part just to make sure everything around here is running damn smoothly." That's right. She was over there. It's like behind the nurse's station because her and Ashley was over there that one time when they were first talking about Grayson. So yeah, they've been using it more this season than they were last season. Honey, she said, "I try to handle things myself, but there are some things in this hospital that are above my pay grade." You better tell her, Shanice. Leah says, "But not mine, honey. And together, we are an unbeatable team." Oh, wait a minute. What we finna do with Shanice? We finna give her like a raise or promotion? So Leah is really liking her. She says, if there's anything else that I need to know, I'm sure you'll be in touch. She's when I saw her profile, she was a blonde, but they have her as a beautiful silver hair. Um, Beautiful woman. She's gorgeous. She's actually gorgeous. I need to feel her energy out. I'm not too sure what her personality is. I know that they said that she's only going to be on here for maybe a few months. So, she has some sneakiness about her. I don't know. Let's keep watching Leah. So shit. I mean, Shanice just dust off her shoulders, baby. You know it, girl. Anytime, Leah. Oh, that was a long lunch. This is Ted coming to Shanice with a big, huge red bag. He says, well, I had to take care of something very important as he raises the bag and shows it to her. She said, oh, you did not get me another gift. He needs to, girl, because flowers, he give everybody flowers who he fucks. So let him give you another gift, honey. He says it is a follow-up to their now confirmed Valentine's Day plan. I guess that little talk with Dre had him, look at things a little different. Okay, I see you, Ted. She's like, I mean, thanks. I'll open it once my shift is over. He's like, no, 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 please. I need for you to open it now. So it is a beautiful, pretty white box with a red bow. And while she's trying to open it, we hear the PA go, Dr. Fitzgerald, fuck you, doctor. Dr. Fitzgerald, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. So it's a black velvet dress. Tad, I couldn't accept this, she tells him. Something this elegant wouldn't even look right in my closet. Girl, take that dress. Because y'all ain't going to kiss anyway. She gonna be like, oh, 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 you do not kiss him on the mouth. Hopefully Ernestine tells us why she will not kiss him on the mouth. And it's clear. I don't know if it's just in her contract, if her husband ain't feeling that, but you will not kiss Ted on the mouth. So he says, but it will look beautiful on you, honey, and it will be your gift to me to see you in it. Okay, Ted. Well, if you put it that way, he says, thank you. She says, you're very welcome. So while they're in the corner, they hug each other, and we can see a silhouette of Nicole looking at them in the corner. But they never showed her face; they just showed her hair. I heard the elevator door being. It may have been her coming off the elevator, so she just happened to look over in the corner. And she saw Ted giving Shanice a gift. They hugging each other, and so you just saw her hair. You never saw her face. Girl, that was like old times. Teaming up to work a mark. This is Lynette, baby. Just squealing, honey, just happy that her and Haley work together to work on a mark. But Haley really cares about Bill, at least for a little bit. Mm. And so if Lynette thinks that they're a team, remember Haley has never told her about that 10 million. So if she thinks she's a team now, you know she's gonna think, okay, well, bitch, you owe me half of that. That 10 million that you're trying to get to put him in the grave, run me mine. She said, oh, maybe the next time we can get Bill to buy me a fucking house behind the gates. Well, honey, there will not be a next time because my husband is not your mark. He's mine. I'm just kidding. Oh, girl, Lynette says, when did you used to be so selfish? Share and share alike, honey, was our motto. Lynette says, the whole point of this little fight club, girl, was to get Bill's attention back on me. Haley says, see, you should listen to Cuz. Lynette was like, which it is, bitch. So you welcome. Lynette, look, I'm just saying, girl, if you keep making demands, Bill would get suspicious, which helps no one. I get it, Lynette says. What's the first rule about Fight Club? You don't talk about Fight Club. And that's a good fucking thing that I would never violate that rule. Because there are so many things I can fucking talk about, bitch. I'm wondering. Yeah, they did do a lot of they call it licks, marks, whatever it is together. So Haley kind of squinted her eyes like, bitch, you are not gonna fuck this up for me. She's gotta tell about that $10 million. She has to. So we're back at the little palace, and so Pammy gets there with the lady, I can't remember her name, the designer. So Pammy comes in there counting like she knows what the fuck she talking about, girl. So she was like, where's Danny? Oh, yeah, she just had to take care of something. And so what's her name was like, now? Let me find out what this lady's name is because I don't want to be saying what's her name. It's Tatum. That's her name, Tatum. Tatum is panicking, honey. She said, right now? The press will be here any minute, honey. She was like, what could possibly be more important than this? I mean, where the fuck is she? Tatum is beautiful. Danny is a total pro. And Tatum was like, and who ain't here? She ain't here. So that don't prove nothing to me. She got me wondering if the near volatile woman who nearly shut up her husband's wedding is the real Danny after all. Oh, Tatum, please, please do not worry. So Pammy gives Tatum something to drink, a little champagne to help calm her nerves. She said, look, no weapons will be discharged tonight. You have to remember, my dear, that Danny is from the supermodel generation when divas ruled. They live for the drama. They show up when they want to show up. And that is why the public loves them. Well, bitch, I love people who are on time. Tatum is pissed. Pam is taking a big gulp of that champagne, honey. She sure is. So yeah, she took that big gulp, honey, and I had to take her picture of her face when she swallowed. She looked like. Do y'all remember on One Life to Live, Tina Roberts and Cordero Roberts? That whole Tina and Cord love story was so delicious. Tina had those beautiful blue, sky blue eyes and that long red hair with the bang. And Cord was this Mexican. That's what his mother, because his mother was Mexican. Then he found out that Bo Buchanan was his half pappy, and he was just big and just tanned and curly. Oh, back then, One Life to Live was such a wonderful. To me, that was the top show over All My Children and over General Hospital. I loved me some One Life to Live with Todd and Dorian and Vicky. No, is that the right? Yeah, all of them. But that Tina, well, yeah, because Tina was Vicky's baby sister, younger sister, and I think they had different mothers but the same father. Yeah, Lord. Yeah, yeah. Oh my God. So she kind of gives me that Tina Lord Roberts vibe with when she, stretched her eyes and was drinking like that. Do y'all remember that? Let me know in the comments below. All right, we're back with Danny over at the house, the palace. And so she's like, I'm afraid that I have some unfinished business from my marriage to Bill. And so poor Vern about to croak. Oh, please. You're not still hung up on that damn mother. You and Andre have a wonderful, healthy marriage, child. Please don't throw all that away, honey, over some lingering attraction. Oh, no, 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 it's nothing like that. I love Andre, and more importantly, I love our life together and myself with him, and this is not about that. So Vernon was like, well, then what the fuck is this about? Well, you all know that I love modeling for Bill, and I said that I wanted to return. So I just signed a deal with designer Tatum Stewart and to be the spokesperson for her new line, and it's been announced today. Kat was like, "Honey, the Tatum Stewart, Aunt Danny, please tell her Chelsea Cat would love to collab with her. Honey, I can get you a pitch deck." Danny was like, "Girl, I will. I'll let her know." That is, if I go through with it. What are you nervous about, Danielle? Well, why wouldn't you, child? You are going through so much right now, Mother, and I do not want my return to the public eye to add to that. And I know that my choices in the past and my public visibility have been, well, taxing, and so that was when you were feeling healthy and strong. I want to make sure that you approve. Well, that's very nice of you to ask, but why now? Vernon said. I think it only sunk in this morning when I was getting ready that this is really happening. Yeah, yeah. I now I can understand that. If something that you've been dreaming about finally happens and then it sinks in and then you start to panic and you're just like, "Oh my God, I'm about to oh, I'm get I get it cuz I you have the anticipation. You speak, you're going to do it. You're going to do it. Oh, I'm doing it, honey. Oh yeah, but when you do you present it to do it, you're like, "Oh God, am I ready for this? Can I handle this? Lord, are you sure? I don't know." You have all this doubt just racing through your head. She said, you know what? In this business, so much falls through. And it doesn't have to happen either, Mother. You just say the word and I will tear up that contract. Don't you dare! It's about time you got back some of what you gave up for Bill. Oh my God. Y'all know I ain't said this all week with regard to these damn scripts. That was a line. It's time for you to get back some of what you gave up for Bill. Jesus. By all means, Verna says. The Prees don't like leaving things unfinished. You take your ass out there and you take that fashion world by storm. So I made reservations at Hemmings Bistro. We're back at the hospital. And we do a slow pan. We hear Ted talking to Shanice about where they're going for Valentine's. And we see Nicole is over at the nurse's station talking to one of the nurses about a patient. So yeah, they making sure that we see the whole we get the whole scenery, honey. Go ahead, Mr. or Mrs. Director, who's ever behind the camera, calling all the shots. I see you. So Shanice was like, okay, I mean, I have read about that place and they have a real Michelin star. I've never eaten at a Michelin star restaurant. So any of you guys out there, I guess is it the same like 5 star or higher? Y'all let me know in the comments below. Don't Google it and don't chat GPT it shit. I want to know if you've been and if you did go there, what meal did you have? I know I got some rich rascals out there. Y'all ain't fooling me. Let me know. Oh, wow. Ted says they have a course called Choco Therapy. Ow, he says, and I know how you like your chocolate. He's kind of stood up on her and, okay, I mean. She said, I'm sure it was very hard for you. Yeah, that too. But I'm sure it was very hard for you to get a reservation on Valentine's Day. Ah, they know me there, he says. She said, oh my God, are you trying to spoil me? Girl, let him spoil you with your non kissing self. Every chance I fucking get, he says. Hello, Nicole, because she goes back to the nurse's station. And Nicole said, that is a lovely dress, and you will look beautiful in it, Shanice. Shanice says, thank you. Do y'all think that Ted and Nicole will get back together? I think that we all have, think that Bill and Danny will. But do y'all really think that they'll get back together? Because I thought that when this show first started, I thought that Ted and Nicole were like the ideal couple. But the way that they're moving right now, they're great friends. And he's like, I don't want her like that. But I'm thinking that if given the chance, I think he would take her back in a heartbeat. I feel like he would. Like if she was like in distress because she is the mother of his children. Um, I don't know. What do y'all think? I would love to know you guys' thoughts. Do y'all really think that Nicole and Ted will actually like reunite and renew their vows and get married again? And would they do that? I would love to know your thoughts. My Valentine's Day plans don't involve dinner at Hemmings Bistro, so your date will not be interrupted by your ex. So you heard him talking about Hemmings with Shanice, but you want him to mind his business. Okay, Nicole. I hope the two of you have a wonderful time. Thank you. And I hope you and you can see you can see Leah in the background. She messy talking with somebody. She messy looking at Ted and Nicole. So he was about to say Carlton's name. Let me see. He says, I hope that you and whoever your date might be enjoy the holiday as well. Because Leah is really looking like who the fuck is he gonna say gonna be Nicole's date? Because we already know about Carlton, but they don't know about Kyle, I don't think. So when he said whoever your date gonna be, and Shanice was like, what? You can't be saying that. Nicole don't care, honey. She don't care. And I'm thinking that Nicole is picking the wrong time to be fucking around with doctors. And Ted fucking around with the head nurse. It's just, especially with Leah being around there now, all visible and checking out people and looking all nosy and shit in the background. Is yo, I don't know. I plan on it, because he wishes that Nicole have a good evening. She's like, I plan on it. If you'll excuse me, I have a meeting. And so they start talking, and you can see Leah looking like, okay, this is inappropriate too. I thought Shanice was my girl. So she gonna wind up getting in Shanice's head, and Shanice gonna wind up breaking up with Ted. Oh, I did a rhyme. But because remember earlier she said, you let me know what's going on around here, girl. Me and you make a good team. So I don't think that she's gonna like seeing, co-workers with fraternizing with the co-workers. I don't think she's gonna like that shit. She looking like she don't. Mm-mm. So we get back at the hotel. Look, don't play with me, bitch. None of So they stopped talking because Bill came back because he went to go get Lynette a hotel room. Haley panicking now. You letting Lynette in there way too soon, honey. Way too soon. That's why I'm thinking like Lynette knew that that bitch was there. I don't care what nobody say. This whole embezzlement shit, she calls it so she can come there to Fairmont Crest to get Haley's husband. She knew that that girl was there in town. She knew that because the way she's like, oh, this bitch is living like hound the hog. I saw your wedding when you got married to that millionaire. I was like, okay, she left me high and dry. Let me go over here and see, she got her lick. Let me go ahead and go and lick too. So I ain't going to get my coin. Since I'm over here fucking struggling, she gonna help me. We friends. We go way, 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 way back. So he gives her the key. Here you go, Lynette. Room 316. Lynette says, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Haley says that you won't really have much of a view on the third floor. Lynette was like, oh, it's okay, girl. Let's go. All I care about is relaxing, and hopefully I'll be able to get some sleep. Well, if you need anything, we're just one elevator ride away, Haley says, trying to sound all wifey. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Hamilton. I really appreciate it as she grabs her coat and her cute purse. I mean, so she leaves, and so I appreciate what you did, babe. He said that shit wasn't for her. That was for you. All right. And once the police finds that mugger, I think it's a good idea that you keep your ass far, far away from Lynette. I mean, but how can I do that? I mean, how can I turn my back on somebody who helped me, not hurt me, who helped me? Look, baby, look, I know her ass helped you, all right? And she's gonna milk that shit. She's gonna milk that shit, that help for everything she can get. So that's what she gonna do. Ooh, she said, you really think so? He says, yes. I know from experience that white collar criminals, just like Lynette, can be just as, if not more, manipulative and ruthless than the most violent felon. And I don't want to see her take advantage of you, nigga. You married one. since you such a big bill expert, you fucking married one. How you like them apples? I love how protective you are. My big bad Bill. I swear I feel like he knows some shit, y'all. Cause she put her head, her face, and his chest on that sore side. And he looking down at her like, bitch, I know what the fuck you are. That about that nice beard on his face. God, he's a good looking man. Need some good looking men on this damn show. Oh, she looks amazing. Now go on. I want you to have some champagne. I want the press to left thirsty. So we're back at the palace, the little palace. And that is Pammy trying to stall the press and Tatum, before Danny gets there. Or at least while they're waiting on her. So you got the Asian reporter. Oh, this place is awesome. Danny Dupree knows how to live. The black dude sitting there, he ain't impressed. He like, look, my time is important. Where the fuck is she? So Pammy tried to give him some champagne. He's like, well, no thanks. You know what? Run me that because I need to use that to help choke down this hype that you're peddling about this new direction that we're going in. So yeah. I hear that it's promising to be very interesting, the girl says. I hear that you and Ion Fashion will not be disappointed. So she's really trying to stall, honey. Stall, 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 stall. Y'all better get these new faces on here. The budget has grown. Y'all getting all these new faces and extras, and I love it. Now, bruh, he wearing that tangerine suit now with that black turtleneck, with his bald head and his glasses and his bird. You better, and I bet you he smell good too. Go ahead, bro. So, bruh said he's like, look, I hope not that it doesn't fizzle out because I mean because so far what the fuck y'all been doing with y'all little agency has been fizzled out. So you need to run me something good. So we've signed some really good new faces lately, but nobody worth a damn. The guy was like, so when is she coming here? So we hear Danny, oh, hello, everyone, welcome to my home. Danny trying to just put on her fake British accent. Please enjoy some champagne and make yourselves comfortable and settle in because yeah, she's here, but that bitch is wearing a dress that matches her fucking bag. She's wearing a dress that matches her bag. Well, I mean, Leslie had a sweater that matched her purse. And Tatum just took a huge deep breath of sigh of relief, like, thank God this girl showed the fuck up. Whew. Yeah, she wearing this. She's wearing it. She said, yeah, come on and settle in because The fun has only just begun. Go ahead, Danielle. So, after that scene, that was really cute. She pretty much is, being really excited about this new announcement. So the next scene we run into is at the Bird Cafe. So we see Randy just sitting there chilling, 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 chilling. So he sees Lynette with her suitcase and shit. So he says, leaving town. She says just the opposite. Lynette was like, shit, I'm moving into a hotel, boo. I'm moving on up, honey, to a luxury hotel room courtesy of Haley and her hubby. Just think of it as my reward for saving Haley from that vicious street attack. So Randy was like, you know what? The city really needs to do something to improve their public safety for people. It was like, well, like, locking your ass up for starters. Damn. She's that bad? Does she need to be in jail? She was like, Randy, honey, I am sure that I have no fucking idea what the fuck you're talking about. He says, well, I may have peeped your handiwork on Haley's face earlier, and man, you really can throw some hands too. He says, if you would have been an MMA fighter, your ass wouldn't need to be sponging off Bill. He says, so where did your ass learn to brawl and fight like that? She says, my ex, he owned a boxing gym. Yeah, I figured that shit. So did you bankrupt his ass? No. Wait. You burned the fucking place to the ground for the insurance money, right? Randy, why are you so determined to see the worst in me? She said that real extra like. Because, Miss Wise, I know your ass. You've been scamming boys out of their toys since grade school. Okay, so has Haley. But you see, she turned her life around. I mean, she married a top tier lawyer. She lives in a jaw dropping mansion. And she's a member of the DMV. She downright respectable. So why is it so hard for you to believe that I haven't changed too? Because you haven't, girl. You ain't changed. Babe, I think you're wrong about Lynette. She helped me when there was nothing in it for her. Back at the hotel, they're talking back and forth about Lynette sitting on a little couch. So he just forgets what she's saying. He's like, he looked at her face again with that bruise. He's like, every time I see what that punk did your fucking face, it just look. I'm going to put on another call into Elon and see if his department's making any progress in this damn case. Babe, they might have more important cases than a simple mugging, honey. Nothing's more important than finding the man who fucked up my wife's face and who hurt her. I've done enough fucking favors for Elon. He owes me to prioritize this shit. So he looks at his phone because he's a girl to call Elon and he looked like something was wrong. She's like, what's wrong? He says, I'm not sure. Danny was just tagged in a live stream. So she was like, oh, see, here we go, mother. Excuse me, baby. I need to see what this is all about. See, that Shiner didn't do shit. It might affect Naomi and Chelsea. Don't you think those grown ass women can call you and tell you what the fuck is going on? So he gets up and checks his phone. She said, shit, I didn't know that you had an alert set up for Danny's ass. Shit, why am I not surprised? So we're back at the palace, and so Kat is getting everything set up on their iPad to see Danny's live stream. And so it's about to start. She texts Chelsea, so she's watching it too. This is what Kat did. I wish I could be there in person, honey, but I'm mindful of drawing unwanted press. And she's touching her hair. She don't want any unwanted press. Girl, you've been out all in the Fairmont Crest, honey. They've seen you. Well, if you just shared your story, it could inspire a lot of women to schedule mammograms, and it could. It definitely could. Because her story, has me more educated about, mammograms. I told you guys about my sister who's doing, fantabulous. She's you ladies out there who have been breast cancer survivors and fighters. Yeah, it's had me be more aware of my body, making sure I check it. It's something. So I appreciate y'all for sharing your stories and being exposed to this particular storyline really brought a whole new light to that fucking illness. Fuck cancer. Anita was like, maybe I'll be able to do that one day, but I ain't doing that shit right now. And the last thing I want to do is pull focus from Danny during her big reveal. You never know. You would never believe what all the chaos is happening at the hospital. Maybe it's part of my fault because this is Nicole just coming there running her mouth. And her daughter's right there. Please don't talk about you fucking two men. Please. I mean, I guess it's my fault because I'd be working with my ex-husband in the same space and then she sees Cat. Cat was like, hey, mom. Want to hear all about it? But I think you'll want to see what Aunt Danny's been up to. So hush, be quiet. Ain't nobody think about your ass right now. Danny Dupree here. I've invited the media and everyone watching on live stream here to show you the future of fashion. Surprise! It's moi. It's me. Now, if you think you know me and the Dupree Curtis Modeling Agency, prepare to be dazzled and amazed. This face, which has launched thousands of magazine covers, is now the new face of Tatum Stewart's line. And together we expect to revolutionize the fashion world. Any questions? The Asian girl raised her hand. Yes, I'm from Ion Fashion. Oh, my favorite industry publication. We're gonna see what they're gonna talk about, but Danny is definitely excited. Please don't let them piss on your dream, girl, because somebody gonna get you. So the girl asks her, why did she decide to return to modeling? Two words. Tatum Stewart. Tatum delivers what women actually crave. Chic, sophisticated, one of a kind looks that you can wear to dinner, to the office, anywhere real life takes you. So while Danny's still running her mouth, Tatum is whispering to Pam, honey, she is describing my brand so well, girl. Of course she is, Pam says. There is a great big brain behind that gorgeous face. So they just asking questions about the impact of her being a manager, behind the camera. Why, how would it impact her now that she's going to be in front of the camera? For starters, honey, I am paying myself 10% off the top. But seriously, my experience behind the camera enables me to be a better advocate and negotiator. Now, this the black dude, the chocolate guy in the orange suit, he's like saying, "Yeah, we let's talk about the elephant in the fucking room. Now you a whole decade older than all the other models that's on the scene." And so while he's talking, Andre comes in. Lord, if Andre says that he's the next generation, that's gonna be beautiful. He says, in fact, your own damn daughter was one of them recently. She was like, "Yeah, Chelsea Hamilton was and is a rock star, and we made a great team." Your question? He says, "Well, aren't you worried about competing with women in their teens and 20s?" I was like that when I started this YouTube channel, y'all. I can't even lie. I can't even lie. I was really nervous because most of the people that I watch are younger. Of course, I'll be 55. Oh, I'll be 55. Damn. I'll be 55 in a few months. So I was nervous. I was nervous. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna listen to me sitting over here cussing and talk about the stories. If 1,471 people did later, y'all asses is still here. But I heard that there's a crop of us people that are in our 50s who, have been creating channels, but I don't do life lessons because my life lessons is too salacious. I can't even lie. It really is. I have the religious side, and I have a character that I'm going to be maybe portraying to do that really soon. But it has a very salacious side, and a lot of things I just ain't sharing because ain't nobody business. And my way of thinking about things may not be the most traditional way, and I don't want to feel like I'm leading people astray and shit like that. So there's a lot of things, y'all, I'll take out when I'm talking. I'll take out, so I won't reveal too much of my life. But I like that you guys allow me to be me, even with the the cursing, the real giggly stuff. I really do thank y'all for choosing me. I think that's why maybe my channel is having a slow growth compared to other people, because I'm going to be me. I'm not trying to be fake behind this thing, and y'all see how I am on damn camera. I'm the same way. I'm not trying to be proper unless I'm trying to do a character. But that was my concern when I first started. I started a little over a year ago in December by reviewing Later Daters on Netflix. It was like a dating show for older people. And I really had a good time. I don't know if I picked that many people up until I'd started doing this show. And that's when I started getting more traction. I became monetized on July the 4th. So it's been good, but I think that's why I have a slow traction. But I'm not changing. I'm going to be myself. I had some people who complain about me using the N word, and I'll use it every now and then. I kind of slack back from it, but if it feels like it's right there on the tip of my tongue, I'm saying it. Shit. And it lands good to me. I mean, of course, I don't want to get into an argument about why I shouldn't use it. If you can listen to me cuss, then you can hear a little bit sprinkle of that here and there. And it's no disrespect to anybody. Some people tend to, turn the other cheek, whatever the case may be. But I was really, really nervous about that because this is who I am. What you hear is what you get behind the mic. And I didn't know who was going to be listening to me. But I'm happy that y'all are here because I have a good heart. That's the bottom line. I have a good heart, and I want to just make you smile. I'm not here to break down and be deep about this shit. I'm just here to talk shit about these people on this show. And I'm an actress, like I said. I'm here to look at stuff that continuity and lines and shit. That's how I come. I don't come just talking about the show. I come about the scripting, the costumes, the makeup, the props, the hair. I talk about all of that, all encompassing. And I still, have dreams and aspirations to be on the show. I just might need an Atlanta address. But yeah, I was very nervous about coming behind this mic. I was on camera for a little bit, and I decided to do it like this. So I get it. I get it. Although nobody didn't ask me no questions about it, but I can definitely understand. A lot of the younger women are more popular, but they've had some older people who've sprouted up. It ain't just me, but my day is coming. If y'all share, tell people about me, share the videos, and we can get up there. I'm just trying to reach more than 1,500 at least by my birthday, and I think we can do it. I feel like 30 people by May. Come on, y'all. We can do it. We can definitely do it. Okay, back to the show. Oh, he says, surely you have great DNA, he says. But your ass even ain't immune to aging. You motherfucker. Bye. Bye. Wow. He says, let me ask, do you really think America will admire a model that has stretch marks and crow's feet aspirational? If I roll my shirt up right now, show y'all my stretch marks, that probably would be the damn thing that would get me 50,000 subscribers. Shit, I might do that on my live. I ain't that desperate now. But I'm like, God dog it. I got it on my arm. I think I have some stretch marks on my arm. And yeah, I have a double chin. I got little, lines under my face. I look at myself, I'm like, God, you look like your mammy every day. But that's aging. That's being getting older gracefully. And people like that shit. One lady I know, she got snow white hair, and she lives in a trailer in the woods, and she's talking about how she's making money strictly from online. And that lady got so many subscribers, it's crazy. And I'm like, damn, okay, my day is coming. It's coming. It's definitely coming. We're gonna put that in the universe. Pam was looking like fuck. Andre looked like he finna say something, but no, he gonna let her handle it. Which is why Forrester's Creations wanted them. He wanted them. That man could say whatever the fuck he wanted to, but Forrester's Creations was ready to have Danny and Andre be their face, and they knew that Forrester's is one of the top brands. So fuck you, shit. It takes a lot of nerve for a man to walk into a woman's home, drink her champagne, and then imply that she's washed up. Shit, he says, it's your words, not mine. May I quote them? She said, well, quote this shit. Maturity is my greatest asset as a model, along with my incredible abs, honey. Go ahead, Danny. Don't have me crying on here because she's younger than me. So, like I said, I felt like this going behind this, getting on YouTube and also with my acting, but I've seen a lot of plays have done roles for older people. So, it's the sky's the limit, baby. It's the limit. He says, well, you can't claim your body or my face. Well, honey, my body is not the same when it was when I was fucking 19. It is the body of a woman who has brought two amazing daughters into this world. And that is relatable to every woman, every mother who wants to wear beautiful, sexy clothes and not be limited to mom jeans. Facts, I sure as hell don't. And as for my face, honey, these are laugh lines. Proof of life lived with joy and yes, some pain. And I don't think that those are flaws that need to be hidden. That bitch got 59,000 people watching and all those hearts on here. Her name on there is Danny Darling. I love it. They're mine to own, she says. And we see from Bill's point of view, he's looking at it on his iPad, and Haley is sitting there with her legs crossed and her arms crossed like this. I cannot get rid of her. And Bill has a little smile on his face. And the male reporter continues on, and your new younger husband. Shit, that damn Andre. who's a wonderful man, who I love. He kiss kiss his finger like he's so fucking deep. That damn Andre. Stop being deep, nigga. He was somebody, I love you. Like whispered and mouthed those words. She says, and yes, I am a mature fucking woman, like every one of Tatum's customers. I think women will welcome seeing someone their age modeling clothes they truly want to wear. That is so true. I'm gonna press another pause. My boo, sir, y'all already know he works at the local sports stadium here. And so he has a coworker who is in her 60s, maybe a little older. And she takes selfies all the time, but she uses filters. Anyway, he's taking them with her at work. She's asked him to be her cameraman. Can you take this for me? Can you take this for me? So he takes the pictures. So she posts it all the time. So when she gets her hair done, her hairstylist will post her hairstyle on her site. Y'all, this woman got discovered by a hair magazine. A hair magazine. And when I tell you they fly her out to California, to Canada, to Florida, this lady is maybe pushing 70. Pushing. And a hair and she's a hair model. So don't sleep. I know that a lot of the ladies that listen to me who are older, don't sleep, honey. Don't ever think that just listen to me is just enough. If there's a talent or there's a gift that you have, honey, please embrace it because it's literally never too late. Like I said, I didn't start acting until I was 40. This year is my 15th year acting and I don't regret it. I tell people it's never too late. So if you listen to me and you got some, some beautiful hair or you want to just take some pictures, honey, take them pictures and post them because you don't know who's listening and who's watching. Because you might be the face of tomorrow. You might be another Danny Dupree. You might be another Shar, you know. You might just be another you, honey. You ain't got to be us. You can be you. Even the men out there too. When I started looking at a lot of TikToks when it was popular back in 2020, when I started growing mine, a lot of men that I would do reactions to were the gray wolf man, the gray beard guys. They call themselves the wolf pack because a lot of women were attracted to that gray beard, older, distinguished looking man, and they got a following, honey. They used to go on tour. They just run through the clubs and just sit there and take pictures with some of the women. So we are a great generation. People love us. They do embrace us. They like our wisdom because we've been through so much. We have some stories to teach them. Most of y'all say, "Yeah, Auntie, you right," because of the experiences that I've been through and the things that I hear about. So this is a great episode. Yeah, this is gonna be a long as fuck episode because I love that they are highlighting how wonderful it is to be older, seasoned, beautiful, vibrant, sexy, attractive, powerful women, no matter what your color is. I love this and it's so empowering. So thank you, Miss Michelle Van Jean, for taking the time and you and your writers for just highlighting something so powerful and amazing like this. Danny goes on and says pieces that they can wear because of their own hard work and accomplishments that we can afford to buy that shit. And because of the life that I have lived, I can say honestly that I have never felt more beautiful than I do today. And she ain't lying. I could truly say when I was 35, I did not feel beautiful. Now I'm intentional about what I wear. I can afford a lot of things that I just could not afford years ago because, finances just weren't at that level. And I can't afford a lot now. Don't get it twisted now. I ain't like that. But it's good to know that if I can go into a store, if I want to get it, I can. If I don't want to get it, I don't have to. And I'm a thrifter, so that's my thing. It's very rare that I get something new. Make that thrift outfit look like it's brand new. Like when I had an outfit on last week for the fashion show, I wasn't in it, but I went there, and this lady complimented me. She said, "Oh my God, your outfit looks good." The whole fucking thing was thrifted. Yeah, I don't be playing around, baby. So everybody does the finger taps, the claps, and stuff for Danny as she completes it. And so we're back at the palace, and we see old Nicole. Tell him, sissy. Okay, Nicole. There's something so special about seeing Aunt Danny take her place in front of the camera. That is Kat talking about her auntie. She was just glowing. I'm so proud of her for taking a risk and going after what she wants, Nicole said. Yeah, there's a lot of that going around in this family, Anita. And I suspect that's what you came to do, young lady. Okay, Kat was like, okay, I think this is my cue to bounce because I don't want to hear about what Mama's talking about. So, and Vernon was like, mine as well. So they about to leave. And so Vernon stops Kat and says, Kat, before you go, baby. He said, now I could be wrong, but after viewing your aunt's live stream, I get the feeling that you were not so excited about your aunt's latest venture. She says, I am. I really am. He's like, tell me about it. Is it because she didn't mention about the Chelsea Cat brand? Is that it? Let's see. She says, well, Aunt Danny's back modeling. Naomi's killing it at the law practice. Chelsea's engaged. My mom's out there acting like she's a protagonist in a Terry McMillan novel. No, a Zane novel, baby. She's all Zane, baby. Zane. And Gran's bravely facing the biggest challenge of her life. I'm starting to feel like something's wrong with me. That's why she's gonna start getting involved in that damn drug thing. Well, not drug, but blood ring with Jacob. I feel like she's gonna get involved because I think that's where she finds her importance, and she knows how to get things the way that Jacob doesn't. Jacob be taking forever. He knows that. We all know that. But if she gets it, she gets that shit fast to the point. She gets it accurate, and I think that's what she finds her zhuzh. So Vernon was like, "Is it because you're not making big changes in your own life?" She says it was more like, "I'm living my life too cautiously on the personal front." See, she needs some danger in her life. A while back, Tomas asked me to move in with him, and I had a visceral and also a negative response. He says being cautious is a good thing. She was like, "Yeah, but what if I miss out because I'm too afraid to take risks?" Yeah, I've been there, been there. Yeah. Your grandmother and I waited until we were 1000% that we were ready to go the distance before we walked down that damn aisle. And it worked out pretty good for us. She's like, yeah. As long as you continue to stay true to yourself, you'll stay on that right path. What is your angle, Lynette? Damn, Randy asking her that. She said she came to the DMV to try to change her life and turn her life around. So you came there looking for her. Then I heard that Bill's law firm was the best shot I had at getting my charges dismissed. Reconnecting with Haley, that was a bonus. He was like, bitch, don't try to play a player. He says, I know your ass too damn well that out of all the law firms in the damn country, you just happen to end up at the one that's ran by Haley's husband. Right. Pull it out of her, Randy, because I don't think that was some random girl that just showed the fuck up. She knew that girl was there. Mm-mm. I see what's going on here. You're determined to doubt me because you're afraid that if you didn't, things might happen like old times. And you might just end up in my new luxury, luxurious hotel bed. Oh, they fucked. Ooh, I thought they had some chemistry there together. So we're back at the hospital, and so we see Ted and Shanice all up on each other, looking at Shanice's phone, and she's saying that it looks like Danny's live stream is over. Girl, why are you looking at that at work? That damn Leah is gonna definitely be all around there scoping shit. So you know what, girl, honey, she tells Ted, I like the idea of a grown ass woman modeling clothes. Yeah, what's wrong with that? It gives me an idea how they'll look on me. He was like, they'll look great. Anything would. Carlton, you see Leah. He was like, what is it now, Leah? He's so mean. It's coming to my attention that I am running a matchmaking service as well as a hospital. Girl, Leah just comes on the scene like a little, tornado baby. While she's talking, she's seeing Ted and Shanice canoodling at the nurse's station. Now you all are adults and nobody's supervisors, so it's none of my business until it affects my patient care. And then I have a big problem, and so do you. Wow. So yeah, yeah, I'm glad that she did approach him because he was very disrespectful in Nicole's office to her. He was. That's what she told him. She told Nicole, bitch, you need to get a hold of him. She's like, why me? I heard that you really know how to level him up. So, yeah, like I said, he was so out of sorts and disrespectful that I wouldn't have trusted him to come and work on me like that because he was just all emotion. So, what brings you over here, my darling? This is what Anita asks Nicole. Well, in space of an hour, mother, the chief of staff had made insinuations about my relationship with Carlton. And Carlton nosed around about my Valentine's Day plan. And I saw Ted playing Prince Charming with Shanice. So it bothered you. She acted like it didn't, though. It bothered her. Did it? I see, Anita says. Maybe instead of taking a book to my next chemo session, I should invite Leah to come sit with me and tell me about all the romantic intrigue at the hospital, honey. Ha ha ha. But honestly, it never really occurred to me that all the changes I'm making in my personal life would have such an impact on my professional reputation. Yes, girl. I told you her confidence is so cocky. You did not think of that. You didn't think of that, girl. I told y'all don't be dating y'all coworkers. I'm just saying, y'all do whatever fuck you want to do. I should have said, Nicole, don't date him. Don't date them. Because that hospital might be big, but it's small. News travels. You start dating somebody like that, people gonna find out, and then things don't work out. You see how Carlton's acting. He fussing at the chief of staff because he couldn't get a room. Yeah, I think it starts to get awkward and interesting. The energy is off. It's just not good. And she talking about she never would have thought that the person would have affected her professional reputation. Girl, it is a fine line between free spirited and messy. Yes, duh. I see the way you look at me, Randy. You can't tell me that you haven't thought about the possibilities. This is Lynette telling Randy at the Bird Cafe, baby, that he want that, aka Janet Jackson. You want this? Hey, a little bit loud. You want this? Hey, that's my shit. She said, "You know you want a damn remix, don't you?" He biting his lip. He's like, "Well, I may have a few memories of what it was like when we were together, in the, doing the do." She said, "Uh-huh." He says, "And none of that shit was good." Oh, we were very, very bad together. Like, remember that time we were in that house and we tried to steal those gaming consoles and we ended up hooking up? Oh, and she started bouncing when she talked to. She says, "In every single room." Bitch, you better deliver that line. You better bounce on every word. You better bounce, girl. He was like, yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah. He says, "But now I'm immune to your ass." And he gets up and takes his latte and I'm like, "You ain't hard, nigga. You get drink your latte and you leave." he he held his cup like he was Thug Randy, drink his latte and leave, and left her at the table. "Randy, please." All right, whatever. So she looking like, damn. So I can't even get Randy in my bed. So next scene we see Bill and Haley at the hotel. Oh man, Danny was amazing in the press conference. She looking like so amazing. She says he was like, yeah, yeah, of course. It reminded me back when we first met. See, he's such a oh. She was he said, she was like ambition and passionate. I like the nice things she said about being old, probably, and about her new husband. He was like, yeah, yeah, whatever. But yeah, yeah, I've always felt that she gave up her model career too soon. But I think it's great that she's got another chance to do something she loves. She tried she tried to get up. She said, "My great oh," like grabbing her fucking face. "Oh, baby, wait, 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 wait. Oh, God." She looking like, "Oh." He's like, "Oh, baby, you still in pain? Oh, you know what? Let's get back to taking care of you." So he grabbed some ice and put it so he could put it on her face. She barely put it on there. She barely put that damn ice on her face. Oh, hey, baby, just calm down. Just, no, oh, it hurt. All right, you're my priority. You hear that, girl? She just slightly knocked nodded her head. You knocked it out the park. We're back at the little palace, and that is what Pammy is telling her bestie. Did you expect anything less? Danny says, never. And the numbers for the live stream are utterly insane. Tatum was like, bitch, I cannot wait to check the pre orders on my damn website. I really hope that you were pleased in how the announcement went, Danny tells Tatum. This is your baby after all. And Tatum was like, girl, yes. And you are turning my baby into a star. I never had a moment's doubt that you would be the perfect spokesperson. Yes, you did, girl. You was over there just fussing at Pammy earlier. Yes, you did. So Andre's there. Danny, you are fabulous. Fabulous as usual. She said, honey, I almost lost my shit when that reporter implied that I had one foot in the grave, honey. He was like, yeah, I just walked in at that point, too. I had to fight the urge to deck that guy. What brother says deck? Punch his lights out, kick his ass. He could have said that deck that guy, nah, writers. That don't flow. That no. Kick his ass, yeah. Punch him out, punch his lights out, even that. But deck that guy, nah. He says, but I knew better than to handle your business for you with them crazy eyes. I'm not gonna put another crazy eye Andre picture up here because it's gonna be in the body. It's gonna be in the video, but I won't use it as my hook because he always has them wide eyes, make them weird face. She said, but you still helped me solve the problem, baby, because I saw you and then I remembered who I am. Danny Dupree, the supermodel. It's so back, baby. So they simulated a little fake photo session, and I thought it was cute. That's the end of episode number 31 of season 2 of Beyond the Gates. Long video, but really great. So let's see what's going to happen on next week's show. So, what kind of trouble have the Duprees gotten themselves into? This is Joey with his monochromatic burgundy on sometime next week. He's on the phone with somebody. Okay, Bill, he's on the phone with Bill. He said, well, this isn't about the Dupree family, it's about mine. I'm not going to be praised or commended or any of that. Well, nigga, what do you want then? I want some damn respect. This is the whisper and the finer. Jacob versus Elon fussing at each other and all in loud in the damn police station. When are we gonna see Elon's office? When Diane gets there, is that when we gonna see it? Because all this yelling, I don't know why the fuck y'all doing this right there and all in the damn pub. Baby, you might not hear from me for a while. Tell me, Naomi says. I'm moving the fuck out. Damn. Randy tells Lynette, bitch, if I go down, you and Haley are going right along with my ass. Why can't we swap bedroom stories like other sisters? This is what Danny tells Nicole. She says, bitch, because you're married and fucking my nephew. Bitch. Now we got a damn. Let me rewind this shit. Oh my God. You got Anita just struggling trying to. We at the country club and I guess Leslie's there at the table. And Anita standing up, honey. She almost knocked everything off the fucking table. Not funny, but Leslie moving back and Vernon is trying to catch Anita. Oh my gosh. Anita, girl, you don't need to be in public like that. Just take your time, honey. Baby, take your time, do it right. No, that don't go that don't go right there. All right, let me go and get all this mashed up together. What a wonderful week of story time. And I love the beautiful homage to our poets, Black history, cotillions, and being a woman, a seasoned woman, and I love it. All right. Take care, and I will talk to y'all in the next video. Bye.